Hi everyone, I'm Engineer Hoist, and I don't normally stream at this time, but managed to get through the event this weekend to the point where I could get a Prime Core, and I thought I'd share that all with you. Hello, Kevin Pham and Windblade, who are joining the stream earlier, and there's Cameron Moore, Grand Galvatron, Alexander Rose, a lot of familiar faces coming in, and also, since before we get too far into it, I also want to let everybody know that there will not be a news stream this Wednesday because of the July 4th holiday. I've got plans for other things, but I will hop on and deliver the news on Thursday. You'll have a chance to see it with the dev stream on the Transformers Earth Wars channel before then, but still, I still want to hop on and get there and give out the news and also hang out with all of you guys. So it will be a day late, but there will be a news stream. So once again, no stream this Wednesday. It will be on Thursday this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the game. All right. Let's see. I still haven't figured out the game sound issue or the background music. So I'm sorry. All you got is just my beautiful voice to listen to. Yeah, I haven't been able to play as much as I would have liked to this weekend, so I'm only about just past halfway through the event, but it did give me enough to get a Prime Core chip. I haven't selected it yet. Oh, and I've also got 2 premium crystals, so let's go ahead and grab those. Tapped that a little bit too fast. Let's go ahead and get both of those and get the Prime Core chip. Okay, so there we go. I saw Red Alert showed up. PlayStation Marcel, Prime Central, good to see you. Tyler YT, Boy Gamer, Christian Cruz, Ultra Crusher, guys, welcome. And see, Cameron Moore saying a 3310 Prime Shards. So yeah, you'll probably be getting that the next one. So it's interesting, depending on how well your alliance did in the very first one. People are kind of on alternating events where they'll get, some people will get them this event, some people will get them the next event. It also depends on how well you've done in each of the individual events too. So well, let's go ahead and crack open these premium crystals. Hey, big shout out to Laser Optimus from our alliance. Big congratulations. I think he shows up in the stream sometimes as Ultra Magnus Prime. From one of these premium crystals he got from the event, he pulled a 4-star Skylynx. That is about as good of a jackpot that you'll get. Let's see if I can get lucky with this in these premium crystals. Maybe I'll get that 4-star Rust Dust. Maybe not. Let's see. Not in this one. We just got a Huffer. And this other premium crystal, we got another duplicate. Okay, that's fine. It's another Huffer. But it was upgraded to a 3-star this time, though. All right, Prime Core chip. Let's go ahead and get this Prime Core open. Let's see, who do we get? So here's all the different ones. You can see I do have the Liege Maximo. Micronus I think would be good. Megatronus would be good. Alchemist Prime would be good. Not really looking for a Vector Prime. Alpha Trion I think would be all right. And Solus Prime I think would be all right. But yeah, I'll take whatever I get and make good use of it. So let's go ahead and crack this sucker up. Thank you for all the Lux and the 4-leaf and clovers and everything. Let's go now. There we go. It's lighting up, but it's going to get, they're guaranteed. So who do we get? We get, ooh, Alchemist Prime. That's cool. That's a very good one. Very good. Wow. That is a nice looking thing. Nice looking design on that Prime Core there too. So in this one, as you can see, all of your, if you didn't already know, all of your attacks heal you, and it starts off with 5.5% of the damage done. Let's see. I tried to force the issue on my on my thumbnail. I don't know if you saw that. But I did the little clickbaity thing and put the arrow pointing at Megatronus, trying to call my shot there. Of course, I was thinking about Alchemist also, but you can see that's kind of off to the side, buried under the thing there. But yeah, I was trying to call my shot there a little bit. But hey, I'm very happy with Alchemist. Honestly, I think I was going to probably put it on Alchemist until I saw that it was buried. So yes, I'm very happy. Yeah, I agree with you there, Cameron Moore. Swoop or Star Saber would be perfect. Let's go ahead and check out who do I have. Let's see. Star Saber's got a nice rejuvenate core on him there. Let's see, what do I have on Alita 1? She's just got a silver rejuvenate. You know, I could probably put an Alchemist on that Star Saber and darn the clickbait. Yeah, I know. I was just it was more of a joke than anything. But yeah, so I've only got a silver rejuvenate on Alita. I could probably I'm thinking it might be worth moving that gold rejuvenate from Star Saber to Alita and then put an Alchemist on Star Saber. Because Star Saber could definitely deal a lot of damage. Let's see. What's it going to take take off a gold? Isn't that like 900,000 energon? Let's go here into the Power Core Lab. So yes, Prime Cores, there we go. We've got Liege Maximo on pipes, and that's working really well, especially since I put pipes there up on my top team. He's made it actually quite a bit easier because a lot of people like to put those outposts right by the shock towers, and so when my bots are no longer slowed down at the shock towers because he hacks those bots, and then they go off and they don't always go and attack things, but they at least stop attacking my bots. So that's a good thing. So let's see. There's that. What's that? It's a universal. So almost 1 million energon to take that off. Plus, we'd also have to spend another 200,000. No, that's almost nothing to take that one off. Drift. I only have a 3-star drift. I think it would be a waste to put a prime core on a 3-star Razorquake. Let's see. Triple RX saying swoop is great for killing bases, but the laser turret with the power core hit you is just annoying. Yeah, I know. People have gotten smart with those laser turrets. Anytime I try to lead a battle with just swoop, I gotta get used to calling him swoop again. To try to clear things out, he usually ends up being a sacrifice because even though he may still clear it out with a couple of passes with his what is it? The fire mission, I think. But once he's done, he's basically done, and it's up to the rest of the bots. Let's see. How's Rodimus Prime coming along? He's almost at 41. Almost at 41. So let's see. What do I got to do? Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I am going to go with Alchemist on Star Saber. Because it does effectively work like the Rejuvenate because it does heal him. Because he is one of those bots that does take a lot of damage. And because he tends to rush into battle and soaks up a lot of that damage. So you do need some kind of a healing power core on him. Which is why he had the Rejuvenate. I'm trying to see where do I have my other Stars. My other Star Saber's just got an attack core. I might actually move this Rejuvenate from Alita over to him at some point. Okay, so I need to go get some Energon, and I'm pretty sure I have it in my inventory. Yeah, there's 1 million right there, and there's another 250,000 right there. That should be enough to take those guys off, and I'll probably need to get some more to level up that Alchemist. Let's see. Just checking the chat here. Kiefer Knight got a 4-star Rodimus Prime. Very cool. Yeah. I am online. I don't check it very often. Engineer Hoist. It's, you know, if you happen to be on any of the social medias, just look for Engineer Hoist with no spaces or whatever. I'm on most of them. Facebook, I have a page. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm trying to think of something to do with Instagram. Because they did just start a thing called Instagram TV where you can kind of do videos over there too. So I don't want to just do these same things, especially because they're vertical videos instead of horizontal videos, and that totally wouldn't work for this game. So I'm trying to think of stuff to do with some of those other accounts. If you guys got any ideas of what you think you might want to see, by all means, throw it in the chat or throw it in a comment after the fact if you happen to be watching the replay or you think of something later, even if you are in there. But I do want to kind of step up my Instagram game and post some pictures. So I'm working on how to do that, because right now my pictures, I just take them on my desk here, which we see in the streams, and it's kind of messed up. The walls kind of beat up, and they're not the best pictures. They're not terrible. I mean, I've seen worse, but I would like to step up my photograph game and maybe throw some pictures of my collection over there on Instagram, and then maybe think of something to do for videos over there too. It's not Hoist. You got to spell it out. Engineer Hoist. Let's see. Do I have a? I don't think I have a link to my Instagram. I do have a link to my Twitter. It should be coming out here shortly. Just the way that's spelled right there is the same way it's spelled on Instagram. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, back to the power cores. Let's go back in here. We're going to. Where is she? Elita 1. We're going to unequip that. And we're going to unclip that, and we will put that on Elita 1. There she goes. Nice gold rejuvenate. Way better than that silver one that she had. And so now we got to move over here to the prime cores. Select Alchemist. Equip. Where is he? Star Saber. Wow, that power core actually did bump him up quite a bit, because he was up there at like 1600 something. He was like just behind Skylinks with that other power core on him. Now he's down here at 15, 16. But that's going to change here. Just a second. There he goes. Booyah! I can feel the power and the smoke. Okay, so that heals him with 5.5% of the damage done. Nice little flip there. And he's going to have a nice little smoky aura all around him. You know, just for the pure aesthetics, that Alchemist Prime Core would work really good on Smokescreen. Just for the look. Not for the ability. Don't put it on Smokescreen. But just because of the look, because, you know, he's Smokescreen and he's supposed to have this, it would actually look really good on him. But I don't think it would be useful on him. I don't think the power would be useful on him. What am I doing? Let's see. I want to I want to upgrade this. I don't have a whole lot of Energon, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot with it right now. I need to clear out some of these bronze power cores. You know, I do kind of, you know, I don't need any of these wall busters. Oh, that's interesting. Why are some of these wall busters? I don't know. Can you see that? Like these two over here are silver, and that one's kind of got a gold background. I don't think that has anything to do with anything. But oh, I'm already beyond the Energon that I have. Okay, I can do those three. Okay, so that's already got us up to 7.5% at a level 5. I'm gonna go use a little bit more of my Energon in my inventory. Let's see. Let's go ahead and drop this 950,000 on there. See how much leveling I can do for that. I want to get this up to at least level 10, because that's where the other one was. All right. Let's get rid of all these wall busters. They'll never be used by anybody. And yeah, I'm not going to put these death pulses on anybody either. Oh, one too many. Two too many. All right. You know, some of you guys went for that Rodimus Prime bundle, didn't have the luck. I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know if you've been following Lunar Fury, but he finally got his 4-star Motormaster. It took him, I didn't keep count, but I'd say 7 maybe. 7, like 70 crystals or something like that. So it could take a little while. Ooh, I got a bunch of these 750,000s. You know, I think those come from some bundles. Let's go ahead and drop that on there and go back in here, and we will power up this Alchemist a little bit more. I want to get it to level 10, and then I think we'll call it quits and get in there and do some battling. Ah, you found me. There's a couple of death pulses. And... Dude, I'm doing a video right now. You're watching me do a video. I can't chat with you online right now while I'm doing a live stream. I guess that is just a way to say, you know, get connected. So that's all right. That's all right. Okay, so here we are. We're at level 10 now. Okay, so that gives 10% of the damage goes to the healing. Awesome. All right. I did get my Liege Maximo up to 11. It's, man, once you get past level 10 on these power cores or prime cores, it is slow going and it's very expensive to get level up. So if you see anybody coming to you with level 15 or a level 20 gold or prime core, they spent a lot of energy on it and used a lot of well, not duplicate, I guess, but extra prime cores to get there. All right, so let's go in here, and Star Saber is over on this squad, and 1673. I think that's about where he was with the other power core on him, so that did get him right back to about where he was. All right. So, oh yeah, no worries, dude. I figured you were just making sure it was me. That's okay. Yeah, I know I can disable notifications in the line. I don't get that many notifications though, so it's all right. It's all good. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and get in here, and we'll go see. It doesn't show his animation that he's all smoky or whatever in this screen, but we know it is. I am not going to do Zone 13. I've done that already, and these guys, yeah, they can't handle it yet. They're just barely over the Zone 13 threshold. They can't handle Zone 13. All right, so here we are. We've got Sunstreaker, who is at level 51, by the way. He was my first bot over level 50. And there is Swoop, Mirage, Slug. Those guys are all level 49. They're working their way to 50. Optimus Primal, Ironhide, Star Saber, and Snarl. They're high 40s. So they've still got a little bit of work to do. All right, let's see. How do I want to do this? If I can... This is a conveniently placed little build bot. If I drop them over here, it might draw Star Saber up here. Then I can do a little swipe up to maybe here, and then another swipe down to here, and if not take out, at least damage most of the base. Let's go for it. Yes, they are all going that way. And look, he's all smoky. Oh, he's going around. Yeah, I'll go up there. That should still hit that missile launcher. Cool. And then let's actually go over here and get this mortar. Did I get? Oh, I missed that one. Let's send Sunstreaker over there for him. And Mirage can actually do some pretty good damage at a fairly high level. Anybody else reach that? No. I think. Oh, that laser is just out of the range of Strafe. Not out of the range of Ironhide. Boom. I called him Strafe, didn't I? That's Swoop. Alright, get to the headquarters. Forget all those resource stuff. Look at that Star Saber. He's only dropped down to about half health because that Alchemist was keeping him healed up, even as he went right into the thick of everything. Very cool. Look at that damage, and he's healing as he's doing the damage. Look at that. That's awesome. That's very cool. I'm very happy with that Prime Core. And that got me some more Prime Core shards working towards the next one. So yeah, so you can see where all these guys are. There's Primal 47, Iron Knight's 45, Star Saber's 47, Snarl's 44. Okay, I guess 44 is not quite high 40s, but it's close enough, right? Alright. Who's that? Ultra Crusher saying it has a lot of power on the team. Yeah, believe it or not, I was always considering that my B team, but they have actually surpassed what I always considered my A team by about. See, these are 10,430, and these guys are 10,914. So my B team has kind of surpassed my A team by about 500 points. I've had a lot of changes in the teams though, and also these guys have pipes on there where they did have Jump Stream, who I had to take off because she hit 50, and she has actually come out of the lab at level 51, but I went ahead and put her down here to help this squad out because I think Pipes is working well on the other team. And I just got the 2-star tracks in there. I was running the 3-star tracks, but I got him to level 30. He's in the lab right now. And let's see. Hey, Destroyer. Actually, I already pulled the Prime Core, and I got one of the ones I was hoping for. I got Alchemist. Got Alchemist Prime, and I've got him on Star Saber already. Let's go ahead and go over and let's take a look at the Star Saber stats. And I was thinking of running a combiner here and doing a little bit more leveling on my Rodimus Prime. Ooh, and look at that. That gold rejuvenate actually bumped Alita 1 up quite a bit. She was actually below Jump Stream with the silver rejuvenate, and put that gold rejuvenate, bumped her way up there. She's now number 3 bot, right behind Skylynx and Star Saber. So yeah, so there's Star Saber there. He's got the Alchemist Prime. We've already got that leveled up to level 10. And yeah, he's got the level 7 ability, so Alchemist is definitely a good call on him. And let's see, Skylynx, he's got a gold rejuvenate on him. And I took to make room for Alchemist, I took that gold rejuvenate and moved it from Star Saber over here to Alita 1, which has now made her one of the strongest. Yeah, and it was actually going through right now. Wreck and Roll, welcome, one of our Alliance members. Oh, I see Big Bronze Rim in here. Thanks for coming up, man. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but Alchemist Prime is my newest Prime Core. We've got him on my Star Saber here, and is doing great. At least for the first battle, he did great. So Skylynx, I think, would also be a good candidate. Yes, because Skylynx can deal quite a bit of damage. I think Alita 1 would actually be a good one too, if you go and use her ability quite a bit, because she can do quite a bit of damage on there. Let's see. Tran Augustine is spamming allowed. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by spamming. Oh, we got you guys posting replays? Oh, we got one. Oh, Hotshot got a new 3-star Windblade. Very cool. And yeah, we were chatting earlier. Who was it? Was it Spitfire? I think in our alliance got a Micronus core. He was asking who to put it on. Some people were saying to put it on Cup because you can orbital bounce Cup over to wherever the other bots are to help heal, which I think is a good move. And I even chimed in there, said a lot of people put him on Springer because even though Springer is a triple changer, almost nobody uses that little damage ability of his. They always use the healing ability because you can direct him to where another bot is, and that also allows you to bring that healing with the Micronus core. with you. I see a lot of people put on Ultra Magnus as well because he's just a slow bot. He just kind of stays where he is. So if he's walking along on a walk team, like with some other gunners or whatever, they tend to stay grouped or whatever. So, and he's high health and doesn't die very quickly, so it will keep that Micronus core active pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Let me make sure my squad is ready. Okay, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and leave it like that. I'm going to go and... So there's my Rodimus Prime. I haven't done a whole lot with him other than level him up. I haven't even given him a power core yet. I only got his ability to level 4. I do plan to take that a little bit higher at some point. Let's see. Crane Galvatron, I remember when I got Vector Prime and everyone kept warning me, and I just wanted to know who to put it on. Yeah. And I wasn't making fun of you thinking you were crying or anything like that with the inflection. I was just saying, but yeah, I get that. It's like, I've got, it is how it goes. Like, hey, I got this thing. Well, what do you guys think I should put it on? It's like, you don't want that thing. It's like, well, I already got it and I didn't have a choice. So tell me, what do I put it on? And man, I wish I could tell you who would be Vector Prime would be good on. Because going back in time, I would think somebody who tends to rush in and die quickly, like say Grimlock. I know if I ever tend to rush Grimlock in, especially early on, then he might die. And then if he dies fairly quickly, Vector Prime should bounce him back out of harm's way. Yeah, Vector Prime would work good on Star Saber because it's the same kind of a thing. Because if you don't have, like, say, an Alchemist Prime or Rejuvenate on him to help kind of keep him healing, I also found Trax pairs very well with Star Saber or any other bot that tends to rush in. In fact, I'll show you. Well, he's the 2-star, but it should still work. Because, see, I've got Trax here on the same squad as Star Saber. He's just a fairly low-level 2-star, so he might not actually last long enough to help out, but we'll give it a shot. We'll drop down to zone 11 since we got that 2-star on there. But wherever it works out really well because Trax and Star Saber, their range is exactly the same. So if you can actually plan it out, and wherever you're planning on sending Star Saber, go ahead and target Trax right about the same time. And what'll happen is he'll drop his little smoke screen or his smoke bomb there, and also help save Star Saber. So there's not a very heavy defense, clustered, grouped area here. But we can find a way to work it out. Let's go ahead and drop them over here. We'll send Trax over there, and then we'll send Star Saber over there, because by the time Star Saber gets over there, the smoke bomb should be in effect. And see, that's going to work out really well because Scourge is targeting him. And now let's look at Star Saber. He's taking almost no damage from that Scourge. Hopefully he stays in there while that's still going on, and hopefully the rest of my bots aren't dying while I'm focusing on that. You see that Star Saber took almost no damage from that Scourge because of the Trax's smokescreen, and that is a excellent pairing. And so I highly recommend anybody who's got Trax, even the 2-star, because it's the same ability whether it's 2, 3, or 4 stars. So if you can get a high level, you get your 2-star leveled up, you would work really well to help save not just Star Saber, but anybody else who rushes into battle or happens to pop up Scourge. So you can see that right there. I mean, he leaves the battle. He didn't even have a Rejuvenate or anything on him. I guess I did send Springer over there, did a little bit of healing. But Star Saber was almost at full health, even though he was right in the middle and took every bit of that Scourge attack. So Trax is really, really great. So, and again, you really don't need the 4-star. I mean, all that does is, the higher star, the higher level, obviously it gives you more health, so he stays in the battle longer, and also does a little bit more damage. But his special ability is identical, as far as I know, for the from one star to the other star. And what is it? It adds additional length of time, I think, if you upgrade it. Let's go take a look at that. Yeah, so it's 80% damage, and its smoke lasts for 13 seconds. If you were to upgrade it, it'll go to 14 seconds. But it's the same. So this is a 3-star. It's 80%. Let's see the 2-star. See if that's still 80% as well. Yeah, see, it's still 80%. Same. So the abilities for tracks are identical for the star level. So if you haven't been using your tracks, think about it. Think about it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this combiner activated. I've been using Volcanicus lately, just because he's a 4-star, and he can do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, Grand Calvatron. I've been saying tracks, but it says everything I've been saying about tracks applies also to Cutthroat for everybody. On the Decepticon side. Okay, we got to vote for Optimus Maximus. Man, you guys always want me to use Optimus Maximus, and he's like my least favorite. Especially for what I'm trying to do here, he is not good for what I'm planning on doing here. Superion's pretty good. Optimus Maximus, you see, I don't... If I recall, you can't really rush with Optimus Maximus. And that's kind of a important thing. See, that he just jumps and does a shockwave. And this one, he just kind of goes berserk and just damages things in the nearby. You can't tell him, go over there and damage that thing. Go over there and damage that thing. I mean, even his 4-star ability doesn't do that. It just sends out a bunch of missiles. So Optimus Maximus, that's probably why I don't like him, is because you can't really direct him where you want to go like you can with these other bots. Because see, even Victorion here with this blade dash, you choose a target and boom, she bounces over there and does the damage. With Superion, this ability, rush and smash, he runs over there, runs through walls, damages things along the way, but you can tell him where to go, and you can get him hopefully to the headquarters pretty quick. Same thing with Volcanicus, this Energo sword. He doesn't rush, he jumps and goes over there. And that's why I prefer using these other bots. And the reason I prefer using Volcanicus over Superion, because I do have them both at 4-star, is this 4-star ability, the extinction is an area of effect. It damages a large area when you use it, whereas Superion, the death ray, is just a lot of damage for one thing. So I think Superion would be good to help back up your bots on a high level base or something, to give you a little bit added advantage. Victorion, I think, would be great on anything, especially once you can get to that 4-star and unlock that noble sacrifice. And I really honestly haven't used Optimus Maximus that much, but if you got some wall heavy bases like in Wars, that might be helpful. Strong outpost bots, yeah, I think I could see that too. If you happen to be using that strategy, where basically you pop open the outpost bots and then immediately drop your combiner and basically let your combiner deal with the outpost bots, I think that would be good too. But for what I'm trying to do, which is basically solo bases, Volcanicus, seems to work the best for me. So, all right, before I forget, I know you guys said some replays in there. Who was it who was saying there was somebody said they had one? It was the one with Cup. GD Puffish. What's your alliance name there? Are you Legend 27? Well, it says cup, so let's go with it. Oh, look at this, going with the solo. Yeah, nice bounce, nice bounce. That was very well planned. Bounced around, takes out the missile launcher. And when you're right up next to it, there's nothing for it. Oh, I hate when he turns around and goes and does that. So you got to bounce him again to try to get to the headquarters. And looks like you're probably going to be staying out of the way of those other outposts, because that's kind of key, is being able to stay away from those outposts. So yeah, nice job soloing with Cup. All right. Yeah, we got a few more. Okay, let's go ahead and get through these. Record roll, you're in the. I see you mentioned that. I see a couple more in there, and yes, that is right. Big Bronze Cup is definitely the solo master. The base has to be right, though. The base has to be right. So let's see. We got Springer. We got Star Saber, Alita, Cup, and there's a 3-star Trax. Look at that. See, he sent Alita and Star Saber in there and helped back him up with the Trax. Very, very good. That's exactly how you use it. And he bounced Cup over there too. Cup wouldn't be taking any damage right now anyway. Oh, it looks like Alita's walking out of there. Oh, she had to take that down Starscream. It doesn't matter. Star Saber and Cup are on the headquarters, and they've got it. Nice job. Record rule. Yeah, Saber's pretty good soloing as well. That's one of the hard things with Rodimus Prime. He is not a bot that can solo. He's really more of a support bot because with his ability. Alita can solo pretty good too. She's got a really nice range and has that a high amount of damage as well as the stun in the area. I've actually done it where I've been able to drop her like in a group. She'll basically take out the main target, and then while everything is still stunned, she'll be like boom, 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 and take out everything else around it, because it didn't quite get it out, but it got it most of the way. So she's good there. She's good solo as well. Skypoke's got a replay. Looks like we got a subscriber. Doesn't look like it popped up. Oh, you know what? I put this above that. Let's see. I missed it. I'm sorry. I didn't see who subscribed, but thank you for subscribing. Let's see. So we got Ultra Magnus, Alpha Bravo, Star Saber, Skyburst, Prowl, Slug, and Storm Clash. It's a pretty formidable team there. There goes Star Saber with a nice little rush into there. Uh-oh, he popped up Scourge. And that laser's on Slug, but you know, he's got a pretty good amount of health. Oh, that missile launcher's on him too. Oh, burn it down there, Slug. Oh, and he lost Star Saber. That Scourge, man. He's a killer if you don't have Trax backing you up. I think this is going to be a win. Looks like we had to sacrifice Star Saber. Oh no, looks like Slug went down. But that missile launcher is about the only thing left, and it is gone. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up. And that's what I call a nice win. We got one more replay hot shot through this up here, then we'll get to the combiners. Omar, I missed your last name, but thank you for subscribing, buddy. Omar Shams, I see it on the delay monitor over here. Thank you for subscribing, buddy. The Saber Swipe, Sunstreaker Waza checking into the stream. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that was a cool video that you did there. If you guys haven't seen that, go check out Sunstreaker Waza's channel. and he's got a video telling you how to do the Star Saber. He calls it the saber swipe. Basically, you rush in, and there you just saw the first leg there that Hot Shot did here. But what you would do there is you would then kick off another run of Star Saber, basically taking down the other part of the base. And he calls that the saber swipe. And no, I haven't done that on a HQ 16 yet because I don't really have a team that's strong enough to do that. Although a little earlier in this video, I was on a HQ 12 base, or no, a Zone 12 base. I think it was 14 or 15 headquarters. And I did something similar where I basically did kind of like a mountain peak. I started on one side of the base, went up to about where the headquarters was, and then down to the other side, showing off my new Alchemist Prime Core that I've got on my Saber. And he made it through just fine. And it says a defeat there. But what did the replay say there? The replay said victory, so that must have been a bad replay. Okay, one more replay. Laser Optimus just got up here. He says it's a Zone 9 solo. Let's see. You got Snarl, and he's got Gnaw. Not exactly a solo, but it's a duo. But here's what happened. He dropped a little shark attack boost down here by the headquarters. So even though Snarl died, and it looks like Gnaw just bit it. But you know what? Even though all of his bots are gone, those little shark attacks, those little sharks are still active. And that missile launcher is way too close to the base. It doesn't even see those sharks. It's just looking around like, nope, don't see any problems here. The key to doing something like this, if you have to have one, is to, you see those outposts there? That would have been dangerous, because if he'd have dropped it over here by one of these outposts and popped out one of those outpost bots and they didn't take it down, that outpost bot would walk back over here, would take out these little sharks, and then you'd end up having a loss. So you did good by avoiding popping the outpost bots. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up because we know how it's going to go. It's a win. The little sharks. The little chomps. Although they didn't spawn from Gnaw, because Gnaw can't spawn that far. That was a shark attack boost. But still, I've done that before. So you'd be surprised how many unprotected headquarters are still out there, Sunstreaker. I see them all the time, even in Zone 11 and 12. I'm guessing the ones that we find that are not protected are people who probably quit playing. And just... So they're not around to adjust their bases to the basically the new mode of having to set up your base. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fire up Volcanicus. I'm sorry, Razorquake. Optimus Maximus is not a good bot for what I'm about to be doing here. So we're got to get over to Squad 2. Boom. Oh, that's way too high. I think I might need to drop these couple of these bots off, because I can solo Zone 8 with this Volcanicus. And what that does is it gives all of the XP to whichever one bot I drop. Now, obviously, I could take those 4 bots into Zone 11 and actually do a good win, but then I have to, I would have to coin the cooldown for all 4. Doing it this way, I'm only coining the cooldown for the one bot that I'm focusing on, which is fewer coins, and you still get a fair amount of XP. And in fact, you probably get more XP from being basically soloing Zone 8 base than you would doing it with 3 or 4 in a Zone 11. I haven't done the math, but I have a feeling it would be. Or at least it'd be pretty darn close. So, give me that Alita. Oh man, I cannot tell you how amazed I was to see that Alita come through on the very first crystal. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it's not like this Rodimus Prime where where I got this Rodimus Prime on the 4th crystal. Well, that was the 4th crystal of this bundle. I had gotten a couple of other bundles from, like I mentioned in the video, a couple of other mixed bundles for Rodimus Prime. So it was not the 4th Rodimus Prime crystal. Just the 4th of that bundle. But that Elita 1 was the first Elita 1 crystal. It was just unbelievable. Let's see. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, see, I could actually get this base just with Elita 1 and Rodimus. I'm going to... these long bases make it a little harder because you got a long ways to get Volcanicus to go. There's old Jake Moore found me online. Very cool. Like I said to you guys, even though I have a line account, I'm not very active on there. So if I don't get back to you online, it's probably just because I haven't seen it. And definitely prefer communicating in band. And if you haven't seen our band channel, there's a link to it right there. You can go join up. We have we talk about all sorts of different games. We've got a Marvel Strike Force chat room in there, which I've been chatting in there a little bit recently since I've been playing that game. And we also have, of course, a Transformers Earth Wars chat room. So that's where you can find me and a lot of other people that you see in the stream. I know Hot Rod jumps into the stream fairly regularly. I haven't seen him today. But yeah, so that's the preferred method of communication. Or you can also put my Twitter link up there earlier. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram. I got a Facebook page. Let's see. I don't want to do this. Don't want to pop an outpost bot. Boy, these grouped bases work really well with Volcanicus. That extinction just tears it up. Swipe and done. All right. Oh, by the way, speaking of Volcanicus, I actually I got the upgrade kit for the Power of the Primes Volcanicus from Perfect Effect. It's on its way. It should be arriving on Tuesday. So I might show that off in the stream on Thursday. Yeah, so if anybody who missed out earlier, there will be no stream Wednesday because of the holiday. But I will be hopping on Thursday to talk about the news and our various other hangout and toys and stuff like that. So I did get the upgrade kit. It's just the hands and the feet, though. There is a separate upgrade kit to help improve it a little bit better with a larger sword, very similar to what's in the game here. That's a different upgrade kit, which I do have pre-ordered, but it's not here yet. But he will have feet and hands, and I can't remember if there's anything else along with it. But so I do have that coming, along with a few other things, including let's see. Got to focus on the game. Jump over here. Boom. Let's see, what else I have? Oh yeah, Iron Factory's Burning Slug. That's their Warpath. Yeah, he's coming. And I think a couple of background pieces too. And I've got a couple of other figures coming for Red Alert that he said we could take a look at. A couple of third-party masterpiece style Lamborghinis. Should be good. Should be fun times on Thursday. There we go. Effective guide on laying out your base. Man, I keep meaning to make a video on that, and I just never get around to it. I think Sunstreaker Waz's got a video or two about base layout. Go check out Sunstreaker Waz's channel. He's got a lot of good videos, tips and strategy. I really need to do more of that, but for whatever reason, I can't. I have great ideas. I just can't seem to actually put them down. It's a lot easier just to hop on and play the game with you guys. But putting something together with that takes a little bit more effort. And I don't always have the time to be able to do something like that. Red Alert's happy. I thought you might be. Let's see. All right. Big Bronze Rim, love the Toon look. What was that? Oh, version 3. Oh, you mean the new Masterpiece Optimus Prime? You know, to be honest, it's going to have to grow on me. MP10 was just, to me, it's like the epitome of perfection. And I know it might be more accurate to the cartoon, but I don't know. The waist seems a little too high. You know, he seems like almost like he's got like old man pants on. You know, he's got his got his pants pulled up to his chest. You know, so, at least that's what it looks like in those couple of photos that we've seen of him. So I'm sure I'll like it, and I may even get it. But when I first saw it, I was just like, this looks like old man Optimus Prime. But then again, now that I think about it, yeah, good call. It's just very much like the MP36, but I think that's kind of how Megatron kind of was. Just kind of like got the old man pants on, got the super long legs, and just like almost no torso. I mean, I've definitely been wrong about first impressions before. Like, for example, Rodimus Unicronus. When I saw that, I was just like, who needs that? Who needs a black Rodimus? And, oh, I couldn't have been more wrong. Who needs a black Rodimus? Everybody. That is a great figure. Rodimus Unicronus, yeah, I will definitely continue to sing the praises of that figure. That is an excellent figure. See the gold MP10? Yeah, I've seen some photos of the gold MP10. I think that's one of those like lucky draw figures. They only made like 2 or 3 of them, so they're like super expensive. Or oh no, wait, you're talking about like the Golden Lagoon set, actually. Yeah, that does look pretty cool. I am disappointed that is the only masterpiece figure there, and then it's basically like a Combiner Wars Starscream and then a couple of Power of the Primes Legends figures. But yeah, I did see. I'll probably be getting that Golden Lagoon set. But there are some masterpieces out there which are like 100% completely gold plated, or at least gold chrome plated, and they're very limited edition, and it's like super hard to find and super expensive. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah, we can keep going. Can I do some reviews? Yeah, I keep meaning to. Um, so for reviews, what do you guys think? Do you like the? I tried doing the live stream with the Elita One. Do you like that, or do you or do you prefer like maybe a more structured review, kind of like I've done in other videos, and like how almost everybody else does them? Whereas you kind of just shoot it off on your own, and and then you can edit it and take out any kind of bad parts or whatever, and just get a nice tight quick review. So you could jump in there and get a couple of just make your points, do a little transformation, and then get out there 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever. Let's see, Razorquake's got to vote for live streams, and Red Alert got to vote for live stream. Yeah, see, I do like that too, where you can give and take feedback. I think it would be cool if we could get somebody on live, maybe to chat. I think Red Alert, I think that would be cool if you and I could get together sometime, whether it be in person or over some like chat program, maybe kind of do a collab review. It would be a little hard. We'd have to figure out some way, not just to share voice, but also to maybe like share a video stream, a little bit more live than on YouTube, because there's like a 5 minute delay, not 5 minute, like 5 second delay or something like that. All right, that's awesome, man. Well, yeah. I'll contact you another way, and we can talk about it offline and figure something out. I've been meaning to ask you about that. I just couldn't. I just never seem to remember. Okay, I think this is going to be my last battle with this, and I did see Razorquake, you asked about Thunder Mayhem. Yes, I do remember you asking for that, and I still have that on my list, on my to-do list. And when I do, because I've been trying to figure out when it'd be a good time to do like a review or something, and he is on the top of my list. So the next bot that we're going to be looking at, that it's dedicated to a bot, not just kind of like a, hey, by the way, during the news, here's some other bots kind of a thing. It will be on Thunder Mayhem. So I can promise you that the next review will be on Thunder Mayhem. And it just so happens I did actually, when all of the bots for Thunder Mayhem came out in that what do you call it, in the subscription service, I did actually get around to doing reviews on all of those other bots. So if you go in on my channel, look in, you can either look back in the history, or I have a playlist, the Transformers Collection Clubs. I think I might have TFCC reviews. Go look in there and you'll see reviews for Bludgeon and Ruckus and Windsweeper and Needle Nose and Spinister are the 5 bots that make up Thunder Mayhem, and I do actually have a review for all 5 of them. Well, for each of the 5 in that playlist. So if you want to check that out and see how they do, you can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this right here and go in here with just these 2. The combiner's done, but let's go ahead and go in here with these 2, and let's say, I don't know if Zone 10 will be biting off more than I can chew. Let's do it. If I get lucky, it'll be a nice layout. And no, I didn't get lucky. I was going to say a nice layout with the headquarters way in the back that I could bounce Elita 1 back to. No such luck, but I think we can work this out. I'm going to pop at least 1 outpost bot. This gold rejuvenate should come in pretty handy. Alright, that worked out just the way I liked. So did that. And that pretty much did too. Rodimus is having a tough time. Oh, that's not a good thing having Brawl there. I'm going to have to use this to take him out. I don't know if she's going to handle it. Too much still there by the headquarters. Oh, well. It happens. And that's it. I'm out of fuel. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see. I'm out of fuel. I think I'm about out of things to talk about. We'll just do a little recap and get out of here. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by the stream. We leveled up the Rodimus Prime a little bit. We did pull the Prime Core, and oh, it's locked because I used him, but it is the Alchemist Prime Core on Star Saber, and it seems to be working pretty darn good. I'm very happy with that pull, and I am using the Liege Maximo very well. It is serving me well here on pipes. So yeah, and cracked open a couple of premium crystals and got a couple of dupes out of it. And then we ran through a set of fuel cells with Volcanicus. Chatted about a few other things or whatever, and I am going to try to find some time to get back to doing some actual bot reviews. Thunder Mayhem is going to be the first one up. Not entirely sure where it's going to be, when it's going to be. I'm going to try to do it sometime. And I'm not maybe sometime this week, maybe next weekend. Not real sure. But I'm gonna because I did actually take the week off, but it's mostly to take care of a lot of things around the house because got a lot of things piling up that I need to take care of. So not going to have a whole lot of time to devote to the videos or to the hobby as I would have liked. But I'll try to find some time and take on the Solus Prime Core. Well, I only did it. I did that challenge battle the one time, and it seems okay. I wasn't really blown away by it, but I do think it's kind of fitting for the Prime. Solus, was known for the one to forge new weapons or whatever. So the fact that it actually drops those turrets and basically forges those turrets, I do think it's very fitting for that particular Prime. I wasn't real impressed with it in that challenge battle because it just kind of drops wherever the bot is, and I'm not entirely. I think I heard that it has a pretty good range. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it seems like you're just leaving a trail of laser turrets that will probably be out of range of anything very quickly. So I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that one. I mean, if I'd have got it, I'd use it, but I wasn't real impressed with it. So But yeah, so on that bummer of a note, I'm just kidding. No, so but hey, if anybody got Solus Prime and you're using it, you know, I mean, it's probably better than nothing. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it would be better to have a rejuvenate or a vitality or an attack or something. Maybe you'd prefer to have something like that. It's good for a gunner. Yeah, but you know what? It kind of depends on what else you have for gunners. I mean, if you've got volatile mixtures that you can put on a gunner, you especially, I guess it depends on the gunner. Uh, Say for example, Mirage volatile mixture may not be a whole lot good for that. So maybe it would be good for somebody like Mirage. I know they say it's something about it. I don't think it's about the ability DPS. I think it's just their base DPS. So for somebody like Mirage, it might be okay. Uh, I know they use Jazz in the challenge battle. I think I'd prefer to put a volatile mixture on Jazz so it can boost his ability, you know. And Skyburst, maybe. Um, Yeah, Skyburst might be a pretty good one, because you cannot put a volatile mixture on her, because she's a special class, not a gunner class. Even though she basically behaves and acts like a gunner, she's not a gunner. So that might actually be a good one for her. So anybody who's actually gunner style but is not a true gunner, like Skyburst, because you can see she's a special class, and you can't, because that's why she's got why I have an attack core on her. Because she's, you know, not a gunner. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. Um, I know Alpha Bravo is Mirage, Sunstreaker. Is Hound's a gunner. Jazz definitely a gunner. Dust Up's a gunner. Cliff Jumper's a gunner. Are there any other gunner style bots? Should be a smokescreen up here. Smokescreen is also a special. So, but he tends to stay way back away from everybody. So unless that those turrets have a huge range, I don't think it would be. He would probably be a pretty poor one to have on there. But yeah, the gunners are placed in the back, so the lasers get placed far away. You know what I didn't notice? Do they have a health? Do the other defenses attack them, or are they kind of impervious to attack? Anybody notice that? Yeah, Sea Spray's a gunner too. Yeah, if you're going to put it on, yeah, Skyburst would probably be good. Um, does it make the turret do 40% more damage? Oh, I don't think that will actually. I don't think that ability would be copied over to that. It probably would only do 40% more damage if you actually happen to drop the thing over there. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, do this. Create a turret that has 15% of your health and damage. So yeah, it can be attacked, or at least that's what it seems like to me. So you do kind of want to put it a little distance away, because otherwise, if you put it like say on a tank or somebody who's at the front line and it drops it, the other defenses around there might just go attack it and then make it do almost nothing, kind of like Huffer and Lockdown's turrets. Sometimes you put it too close to, like I say, a shock tower, and then it just doesn't do anything because it's killed immediately. I don't know. When I get it eventually, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I can see this one. Somebody said it might get a buff. Yeah, I think this one might get a buff. So, and if the bot dies, the turrets don't work. So yeah. So you definitely want to have it on somebody who's going to got high DPS and somebody who's going to stick around. And the gunners being in the back do tend to help. But it depends on what the range is, because I mean, if they're too far back, they may not do. If they can't shoot anything, they're not going to be any good. You know. So. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Had it was a good discussion. It's always a great time hanging out with you guys, and I really appreciate all the support. And I guess I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. Thanks for watching.